Evening air against my skin, cooling where the day had been. No sudden shift, no heavy sound, just light settling down. Windows open to the street, distant tires on concrete, blurred into a softer tone that feels like home. The sky moves slowly into gray, taking bright away. Not in loss and not in fear, just ending here. Evening air between my hands, like unspoken plans, floating somewhere out of sight into the night. I let the minutes pass in place, not in chase, nothing urgent on the line, no need to define. Warm chords circle back again, like a friend that doesn't speak too loud or long, just steady song. I used to count the hours down till the sun would drown in colors loud and deep and wide across the side. But now I watch the light grow thin without giving in to thinking something slipping past or fading fast. Even air fills every room, soft perfume of something quiet and sincere draws me near. The walls don't close, they only hold stories told in shadows stretching long and mild, unreconciled. Yet nothing feels undone tonight in this light. Everything is simply so letting go. If tomorrow calls my name or shifts the frame, I'll remember how it felt when time just knelt to softer shades and slower pace in open space, where nothing had to rise above or prove its love. Ooh, evening air within my chest brings me rest, not because it solves the day, but makes a way for breath to land without demand, to understand that calm is not a distant shore, but something more. It's in the way the daylight fades without parades, and how the darker hues appear without a fear. Evening air won't try to stay or drift away, it simply passes through the room in quiet bloom. And as it does, I feel the same without a name, a softer pulse beneath the noise of former choice. Evening air steady and clear keeps me here, where nothing sharp can interfere with what is near.
Gray bloom across the sky, not asking why. The colors fade from gold to stone in quiet tone. Morning not yet fully bright, nor fully night, suspended in between, soft and unseen. Gray bloom resting on the street, under my feet, pavement cool against the day that slips away. chord steady in my chest, at rest, not rising high or falling low, just steady flow. I used to chase the brighter hue across the blue, thinking only vivid flame could stake a claim. But grayest depth I never knew, layered through with subtle lines and hidden light that isn't bright. Gray bloom drifting through the air, everywhere like breath that lingers soft and thin upon the skin. Soft bass moving under beat, incomplete, yet strong enough to let me stay inside the gray. Cars move slow in distant lanes, through window panes their lights reflected dull and low in muted glow. Gray bloom doesn't need to shine or redefine what morning means or night implies before sunrise. It simply rests across the line between design of what was loud and what is still beneath the hill. If tomorrow bursts with speed or sharper need, I'll remember how this tone felt like home. Gray bloom on the edge of light, holding tight to nothing yet to everything in silent ring. Warm air drifting through the room without perfume of urgency or demand to understand. Gray bloom fading into day, but in its way it leaves behind a softer sight of what is right. No sudden shift, no blazing fire or high desire, just balanced breath and even hue carrying through. Gray bloom quiet in the sky, won't deny that calm can live in subtle shade, not only bright parade. And in that steady undertone I've grown less afraid of what is small or barely there at all. Gray bloom will disappear by noon, too soon, but in its quiet silver thread it stays instead inside the rhythm of my chest. At rest, a slower pace, a gentler view of something true. Night outlines the city lines in silver signs, drawing edges soft and thin around what's been. The windows lit in scattered rows like distant glows, floating in the darkened air without a stare. I walk beneath the quiet sky, not asking why the day had to dissolve away or where it lay. Night outline across the ground without a sound, carving shapes in muted tone. I call my own warm chord steady in my chest at rest. No rising wave, no sudden fall, just even call. I used to fear the growing shade that darkness made, thinking it would swallow whole my sense of room. But now I see the darker hue is something true, not empty space or hollow frame without a name. Night outline along the street beneath my feet. Streetlights casting patient rings around small things. Cars move slow in distant lines, like quiet signs of life that keeps its steady pace. Beyond the space, soft bass rolling underbeat, incomplete, yet full enough to let me stay inside the grave. If tomorrow asks for speed or louder need, I'll carry this subdued design across the line. Night outline won't try to hide or take a side. It simply shapes the world in low and measured glow. Every breath aligns with tone, not overthrown by noise that used to pull me tight into the night. Night outline across my mind reminds me kind that calm is not a place to find, but frame of mind. No sharp corner left to prove or fiercely move, just steady lines and softened light through quiet night. And as I stand beneath the sky, I don't deny the beauty in the darker hue that carries through. Night outline fades into dawn, but not withdrawn. It leaves behind a gentler view of what is true.
Dim lights hanging from the ceiling low, casting shadows that move slow. Nothing bright enough to blind, just soft edges for the mind. The room hums in quiet tone, not crowded, not alone. Every corner wrapped in haze of ordinary days. I lean back against the chair, feel the warmth inside the air. No loud voices breaking through, only something true. Dim lights never try to shine beyond a simple line. They glow enough to let you see, but not enough to flee. Outside the windows, traffic flows in steady rows, red and white in distant streams, like half-remembered dreams. But here the rhythm stays the same, no sudden flame, just chords that circle back around without a sound. I used to chase the neon glare, bright reflections everywhere, thinking louder meant more real and what I truly feel. Now I sit beneath this glow, letting small things show how quiet light can fill a space without a race. Every breath aligns with beat, soft and incomplete. No need to rise, no need to fall, just balance overall. Dim lights blur the sharper lines, erase the warning signs of everything I used to fear. When Silence came too near. There's comfort in the half-lit room, in gentle gloom where nothing asks to be explained or overstayed. Warm bass rolling underneath, like steady teeth of something turning slow and deep, not waking what should sleep. If tomorrow brings the glare or pulls me elsewhere, I'll remember how it felt when everything just knelt to softer shades and lower tone, when I was on my own but not in isolation's frame, more like an open flame. Dim lights fading toward the night, still holding light, not fighting dark, not losing ground, just settling down. And in that calm I finally see what's left of me, without the noise that once defined the edges of my mind. Dim lights, quiet and kind, leave a trace behind, a warmth that doesn't disappear when the morning's near.
Late glow resting on the walls as the evening softly falls, colors shifting into gray. At the edge of day, the sky holds on to fading light, not ready for the night, like it's learning how to stay before it slips away. I watch the outlines blur and bend, where horizon meets the end of something bright and something new, blending into blue. Late glow doesn't rush to leave, it lingers, I believe, in corners where the daylight stood and did what daylight could. There's no applause for what it's done, no praise for setting sun, just quiet change across the air, unnoticed everywhere. The room grows calm without a sound, like gravity has found a softer way to hold the floor than it had before. Warm chords echo low and wide, like an incoming tide, but gentle, never breaking through, just carrying me to. I used to fear the coming dark, like blazing some small spark, but now I see the silver light, living's pale proof. And in that shift I feel the same, not different, not to blame, just moving with a steady pace through open space. Late glow fading from the sky, without goodbye, leaving warmth upon my skin, where calm begins. If tomorrow brings its speed and louder need, I'll hold this memory of slow, this quiet glow, because it doesn't need to last to shape the past. It only needs a single frame to stay the same. Late glow resting on the line between your world and mine, teaching me in silent tone how to stand alone, not alone in empty air, but alone without despair, held by something soft and low that doesn't need to show. sky above the town, colors settling down from brighter shades to softened blue. Into something true. Clouds drift slow without a sound, nowhere bound, carrying the fading light into the night. Bitter sky across my mind, gentle and kind, not demanding clearer lines or sharper signs. Warm chords circle back again, like a friend who never speaks too loud or long, but stays in song. I lean against the cooling air without a care for what tomorrow plans to be or ask of me. Steady sky doesn't insist or resist, it simply shifts from gold to gray, then slips away. I used to watch the sunset burn, waiting for a turn of brighter hues and deeper flame to stake its claim. Now I see the quieter tone. Has something grown from patience and from letting go of what I know? Soft bass rolling under breath, not about to step into extremes of high or low, just steady flow. Incomplete, yet full enough to make me stay inside the day. Streetlights flicker one by one after sun, taking over from the light without a fight. If tomorrow breaks too fast with louder past, I'll hold this slower undertone like stepping stone. City sky won't try to prove or fiercely move. It teaches me to slow my pace and give it space. No sharp edge to catch my sleep or make me leave. Just open air and softer hue to wander through. City sky across my chest brings me rest, not because it changes things, but because it sings in lower keys and measured tone of being alone, without the weight of isolation or expectation. City sky will fade by dawn, be gone, but in its quiet silver thread it stays instead. It tries to pull me high against the sky. It is sky steady and wide by my side, reminds me calm is always near when I stay here. Morning spills in faded gold across the curtains, gently rolled. No sudden light, no sharp surprise, just warmth behind my eyes. Dust floats slow in quiet beams, drifting through the space between what I was and what I'll be, in small degrees of clarity. I let the kettle softly sing, hear the quiet it can bring, simple sounds that fill the room without demanding bloom. The clock moves on but not too loud, not chasing after any crowd. Each second lands with softened weight, arriving not too late. I used to wake with racing thoughts, a list of things in tangled knots. Now I start with open air, nothing heavy there. Faded gold along the wall, stretching shadows long and tall, like time itself has slowed its pace to match this tender space. No headlines calling out my name, no pressure dressed as hidden blame, just the hum beneath the floor and nothing more. The city breeze beyond the glass, cars and trains continue past, but here inside this gentle tone I'm steady on my own. Warm chords fall in even lines, looping through familiar signs, not too bright and not too dim, just light along the rim of every thought that tries to rise. I watch it form and neutralize, no need to fix or rearrange, no urge to overchange. There's comfort in a muted hue, in not demanding something new, in letting repetition stay and carry me away. Faded gold upon my skin, soft reminder from within that calm is not a distant place, it's here in simple grace. I breathe in once and let it go, feel the steady undertow, not pulling down but guiding slow, like something I already know. Even if the day grows loud or hides behind a cloud, I'll hold this early quiet light as anchor in the night, because it doesn't ask for more, it doesn't keep a score, it only rests along the line between the yours and mine. Faded gold before the noon, gone too late or gone too soon, still it leaves a trace behind, a steadier design, and in that trace I choose to stay, not rushing through the day, just moving at a softer speed with only what I need. No sudden shift, no sharp control, just gentle warmth around my soul, and every breath and every fold of morning washed in faded gold. Quiet room holding the air, like it knows that I am there. No sudden sound to rearrange what doesn't need to change. Curtains barely move at all, light resting on the wall, in pale and steady lines across the quiet signs. I close the door without a sound, let the world spin round, somewhere far beyond this space at its faster pace. Quiet room beneath my skin, where thoughts begin but never rise too high or ask me why. Warm chords settle in my chest I couldn't face, music loud enough to drown the weight that pulled me down. But now I let the silence speak, soft and meek. It doesn't shout or criticize, it simply lies across the floor in steady form before a storm that never comes to break the frame or stake a claim. Quiet room where time is slow and currents flow underneath the surface, calm like open palm, holding nothing tight or hard, dropping guard, not chasing after what might be or what could flee. The air feels thick with softened tone, yet not alone. There's warmth inside the muted hue of something true. If the night decides to stay or drift away, it won't disturb the gentle light that fills the sky. Quiet room inside my mind where I can find a steadier and softer way to meet the day. Not running from the louder world or tightly curled, but choosing where my breath will land and where I stand. Warm bass rolling under, slow like undertow, but calm enough to never pull or make me full of anything I cannot hold or overfold into shapes that twist too tight against the night. Quiet room, steady and low, teaches me to know that peace is not a distant sound, but something found in simple chords and even air, in being there without a need to overprove or sharply move. Quiet room will stay the same without a name, and in its calm I learn to be unrushed and free.
Faint echo down the hall, barely there at all, like a memory of a sound that never hit the ground. Footsteps soft against the floor, not like before, when everything was loud and wide with nowhere left to hide. Faint echo in the air, floating everywhere, not demanding to be heard, not shaping every word. Warm chords rising slow and low, with undertow, pulling gently at my sleeve, but letting me believe. I used to fill the empty room with heavy bloom of restless noise and hurried tone, afraid to be alone. Now the quiet moves through space with softer grace. It doesn't press against my chest, it lets me rest. Faint echo from the past, discreet. Faint echo in my mind, kinda pulling hard on what has been or what might begin. If tomorrow speaks too loud from distant crowd, I'll carry this subdued refrain through noise and rain, because it doesn't need to stay to show the way. A trace is sometimes all we need to shift our speed. Faint echo fading slow, letting go of sharper lines and brighter tone that overthrown. Streetlights shimmer through the pain like quiet rain, marking time without a race or frantic chase. Faint echo soft and near clear, reminding me that calm can live in what we give. Not in volume, not in fire or higher desire, but in the space between the notes where silence floats. Faint echo will dissolve by dawn, be gone yet in its gentle undertone. I'm not alone. It leaves a subtle, steady trace across the space that lingers long enough to know the quiet flow.
Still water holds the sky without asking why. Clouds reflected clear and wide on its quiet side. I stand close but do not break the surface with a wake, learning how to let it be undisturbed and free. Every ripple starts from small, a breath, a step, a fall, but calm returns without a sound, smoothing out the ground. Still water in my chest, settling at rest after all the waves I made, in choices that I weighed. I don't need a storm tonight or sudden beams of light, just steady depths beneath my feet, measured and complete. The trees lean in and look like lines inside a book, drawn across a mirrored page, unfolding age to age. Nothing shouting for my ear, nothing sharp or severe, only air that moves in slow rhythms I can know. I used to stir the quiet deep, promises I couldn't keep, chasing motion for its own, afraid of being still alone. But stillness has a pulse, a subtle hidden force. It doesn't drag or push away, it simply lets me stay. Warm chords circling the same, like a gentle flame, not burning bright or wild, just steady and mild. If a thought begins to rise like wind across the skies, I let it pass without a fight, fade into the night. Still water shows the truth in softened proof that clarity is not a shout, but what remains without the need to turn the world around or stand on higher ground. Depth is quiet, wide and slow, like undertow below. And when the day begins to end, I won't need to defend what I kept and what I lost, or count the cost sight, holding fading light. Reminds me I can do the same without a name. Just breathing in and breathing out, letting go of doubt, not reaching for a distant shore or something more. Still water doesn't run, it waits beneath the sun, and in its patient silver hue I find something true. No sudden wave, no urgent call, just balance overall, and in that calm I understand I'm steady where I stand.
Amber light across the floor, through the half-closed door. Evening leaning on the frame, without a name. Shadows stretching thin and long, like a quiet song. Nothing loud enough to break or overtake. I sit beneath the golden hue, watching colors move from brighter shades to something mild, soft and undefiled. Amber window holding sky before goodbye, but not in loss or sudden, and just gentle bend. Warm chord circle in my ear, drawing near, like steady breath that stays the same without a flame. I used to fill the fading hour with restless power, thinking silence meant to fall or nothing at all. Now I see the slowing light as something right, a moment wide enough to stay inside the grave. Amber window open wide to what's inside, not searching for a louder tone or something known. The city hums beyond the glass, but lets me pass without pulling at my sleeve or making me believe that I should move or run ahead. Instead, I let the light dissolve the line between yours and mine. Soft bass rolling underneath, like steady teeth of time that turns without a sound or pushing ground. If tomorrow comes too fast or shadows cast, I'll remember how it felt when daylight knelt. To softer edges, quieter air without a glare, leaving warmth upon my skin where calm begins. Amber window glowing slow lets me know that endings don't demand a fight, they dim the light. And in that dim I finally see what's left of me, without the rush I used to chase or tighten pace. Amber window fades from view, but leaves a hue, a trace of warmth that lingers low beneath the glow. The pavement shines in silver lines, after rain redraws the signs. Every step a mirrored hue of skies that once were blue. Clouds retreat without a fight, leaving fragments of the light dripping slowly from the air, settling everywhere. I walk beneath the softened glow, feeling something let me go, like the storm inside my chest. Finally at rest, raindrops linger on the leaves, clinging to what it believes will stay a little longer still before it meets the chill. There's a quiet after sound when thunder's not around, a fragile fragile kind of peace that doesn't need release. Just tap lightly on the ground, echoing a tender sound. Every breath feels newly made, like debts already paid. I don't ask the sky for more, it gave me what it stored. A washing of the heavy air, reset everywhere. The world looks freshly drawn, edges soft and corners gone. No sharp lines to defend, no battles left to mend. I used to fear the falling rain, thinking it would leave a stain, but now I see it clears the view and lets the color through. Even broken streets can shine when water redraws the line between the gray and something bright, hidden in plain sight. After rain, the city sighs, steam rising to the skies, and I feel lighter than before, standing at the door of something calm and undefined. Not ahead, not left behind, just here within the cooling air, with nothing else to bear. The storm is past without a scar, leaving who we truly are, reflected in a puddled street, whole and incomplete.
Windows down, the city slow, street signs blur in amber glow. No destination on the map, just steady hands upon my lap. Engine hums a quiet tone, like it understands alone that I don't need a place to be, just this open road with me. Traffic lights and patient roads, teaching me to take it slow. Every red a gentle sign to let the moment realign. I used to race against the night, counting miles by a fading light. Now I measure time by breath, and not by what is left. Radio plays a simple song, nothing loud, nothing wrong, just a rhythm soft and wide, like the tide against the tide. Outside this town, highways stretch like silver lines, carving space between the signs. I don't need the fastest lane or shelter from the rain. I only need this quiet pace, wind against my face. There's beauty in between, in things that aren't fully seen, in passing lights that come and go, teaching me what I pretend the day's undone. I let it fade behind the hills, like water moving still. Speedometer stays calm, heart steady in my palm. The world can spin without my say, I'm just driving through the gray. Every mile feels the same, but not in some forgotten way. It's repetition like a beat, soft and endlessly complete. If tomorrow brings the noise or heavier employ, I'll remember how it felt when nothing had to melt into pressure, into strain, into something hard to name. Tonight is just this steady glide, nothing
sun resting on the edge of buildings drawn in quiet ledge. Light spills slow across the floor like it's been here before. Curtains sway in amber air, shadows stretch without a care. Nothing urgent in the room, only soft and tender gloom. I sit beside the window frame, watching colors lose their name. Gold dissolving into gray at the close of day. There's no need to hold it still, even light bends to its will. Fading doesn't mean it's gone, it only moves along. Low sun leaning on the sky, teaching me to let things lie, not to chase what slips away, but breathe and let it stay. Coffee cup beside my hand, cooling where it stands. Steam no longer rising high, like a quiet sigh. Every thought that used to race finds a slower pace. No sharp edges left to prove, only gentle move. Cars below in distant lines, blinking small red signs. Life continues without pause, without applause. I don't need to fill the space or keep a steady face. The evening doesn't ask for more than what I'm living for. I don't need to fill the space or keep a steady face. The evening doesn't ask for more than what I'm living for. Low sun brushing past my eyes, softening the skies, turning noise to subtle tone, until I'm on my own. Not alone in empty air, but alone without despair. There's a difference I can feel, something quiet, something real. Warm chords circle back again like a calm refrain. Nothing rising, nothing falls, just breathing walls. If tomorrow comes too fast or brings back what has passed, I'll remember how it felt when everything just snelled to softer shades and lighter sound. Peace without a crown. Low sun drifting down the line, leaving calm behind. And as it sinks beyond the view, it leaves a trace of hue, a steady warmth beneath my skin, where quiet things begin. Low sun doesn't try to shine, it simply takes its time. And in that patient fading light, everything feels right. I draw the day in softer lines, erase the sharp divided signs. Let every edge begin to fade into a lighter shade. Morning doesn't rush the sky, it stretches slow and open wide, like it knows there's time enough for a gentle, quiet start. I used to press against the frame, trying hard to stake a claim on every second passing through. Now I let it blur like dew on the glass of yesterday, melting quietly away. Nothing held too tight or long, nothing forced or wrong. The air is thin with open space, no just breathing in a measured tone that feels like coming home. There's no need to raise my voice or dress each thought with choice. Some truths arrive without a sound, and still they wrap around like sunlight through a linen blind, soft across the mind, tracing patterns on the wall that rise and gently fall. I don't need a perfect plan or proof I understand where all these winding roads may end, or where they truly end. I only need the subtle hue of quiet pulling through the cracks between the busy hours, growing fragile flowers. Soft lines across the day, leading me some other way, not away from who I am, but closer. The calm where silence is an empty air, but something I can wear, like comfort stitched in simple seams, or half-remembered dreams. If evening comes too soon or hides behind the moon, I'll still hold on to this design of gently drifting lines. No sudden turn, no loud goodbye, just steady breath beneath the sky, and space enough to simply be unrushed, unwound, and free.
The streetlight flickers on the corner of my mind. Evening settles slow like dust on window blinds. I let the silence sit between the lines and watch the city breathing under fading signs. Something calm about the way it fades, like every shadow knows the shape it makes. I don't need fireworks across the sky, just this blue hour passing by. Coffee's gone cold, but I don't mind. Time feels softer when you're not chasing time. Every sound is wrapped in velvet air, like the world forgot it had to care. I used to run when the sun went down, filling the quiet with a different sound. Now I let the quiet stay, it says more than words could say. This is where the noise dissolves, where nothing needs to be resolved. No bright lights, no crowded rooms, just gentle echoes in the gloom. The rhythm of my heart slows down, matches the hum of this sleepy town. Breathing in the twilight tone, finally feeling less alone. There's comfort in a simple chord, and not demanding something more.
the rain redraws the signs. Every step a mirrored hue of skies that once were blue. Clouds retreat without a fight, leaving fragments of the light dripping slowly from the air, settling everywhere. I walk beneath the softened glow, feeling something let me go, like the storm inside my chest, finally at rest. Raindrops linger on the leaves, clinging to what it believes will stay a little longer still before it meets the chill. There's a quiet after sound when thunder's not around, a fragile kind of peace that doesn't need release. Shoes tap lightly on the ground, echoing a tender sound. Every breath feels newly made, like debts already paid. I don't ask the sky for more, it gave me what it stored. A washing of the heavy air, a reset everywhere. The world looks freshly drawn, edges soft and corners gone. No sharp lines to defend, no battles left to mend. I used to fear the falling rain, thinking it would leave a stain, but now I see it clears the view and lets the color through. Broken streets can shine when water redraws the line between the gray and something bright, hidden in plain sight. After rain the city sighs, steam rising to the skies, and I feel lighter than before, standing at the door of something calm and undefined. Not ahead, not left behind, just here within the cooling air, with nothing else to bear. The storm has passed without a scar, leaving who we truly are, reflected in a puddled street, whole and incomplete. Amber light across the floor, through the half-closed door, evening leaning on the frame, without a name. Shadows stretching thin and long, like a quiet song. Nothing loud enough to break or overtake. I sit beneath the golden hue, watching colors move from brighter shades to something mild, soft and undefiled. Amber window holding sky before goodbye, but not in loss or sudden end, just gentle bend. Warm chords circle in my ear, drawing near like steady breath that stays the same. Without a flame, I used to fill the fading hour with restless power, thinking silence meant to fall, or nothing at all. Now I see the slowing light as something right, a moment wide enough to stay inside the gray. Amber window open wide to what's inside, not searching for a louder tone or something known. sound or pushing ground. If tomorrow comes too fast or shadows cast, I'll remember how it felt when daylight knelt to softer edges, quieter air without a glare, leaving warmth upon my skin where calm begins. Amber window glowing slow lets me know that endings don't demand a fight. They dim the light, and in that dim I finally see what's left of me without the rush I used to chase or tighten pace. Amber window fades from view, but leaves a hue, a trace of warmth that lingers low beneath the glow. Dim lights hanging from the ceiling low, casting shadows that move slow. Nothing bright enough to blind, just soft edges for the mind. The room hums in quiet tone, not crowded, not alone. Every corner wrapped in haze of ordinary days. I lean back against the chair, feel the warmth inside the air. No loud voices breaking through, only something true. Dim lights never try to shine beyond a simple line. They glow enough to let you see, but not enough to flee. Outside the windows, traffic flows in steady rows, red and white in distant streams, like half-remembered dreams. But here the rhythm stays the same, no sudden flame, just chords that circle back around without a sound. I used to chase the neon glare, bright reflections everywhere, thinking louder meant more real than what I truly feel. Now I sit beneath this glow, letting small things show how quiet light can fill a space without a race. Every breath aligns with beat, soft and incomplete. No need to rise, no need to fall, just balance overall. Dim lights blur the sharper lines, erase the warning signs of everything I used to fear. When silence came too near, there's comfort in the half-lit room, in gentle gloom, where nothing has to be explained or overstained. Warm bass rolling underneath like steady teeth, but something turning slow and deep, not waking what should sleep. If tomorrow brings the glare or cools me elsewhere, I'll remember how it felt when everything just melted to softer shades and lower tone. When I was on my own, but not in isolation's frame, more like an open flame. Dim lights fading toward the night, still holding light, not fighting dark, not losing ground, just settling down. And in that calm I finally see what's left of me, without the noise that wants to find the edges of my mind. Dim lights, quiet and kind, leave a trace. behind, a warmth that doesn't disappear when the morning's near. Evening air against my skin, cooling where the day had been. No sudden shift, no heavy sound, just light settling down. Windows open to the street, distant tires on concrete, blurred into a softer tone that feels like home. And the sky moves slowly into gray, taking pride away. Not in loss and not in fear, just standing here. Evening air between my hands, like unspoken plans, floating somewhere out of sight into the night. I let the minutes pass in place, not in chase, nothing urgent on the line, no need to define. Warm chords circle back again, like a friend that doesn't speak too loud or long, just steady song. I used to count the hours down till the sun would drown in colors, loud and deep and wide across the side. But now I watch the light grow thin without giving in to thinking something slipping past or fading fast. Evening air fills every room, soft perfume of something quiet and sincere draws me near. The walls don't close, they only hold stories told in shadows stretching long and mild, unreconciled. Yet nothing feels undone tonight. In this light, everything is simply so and letting go. If tomorrow calls my name or shifts the frame, I'll remember how it felt when time just knelt to softer shades and slower pace, in open space where nothing had to rise above or prove its love. Evening air within my chest brings me rest, not because it solves the day, but makes a way for breath to land without demand, to understand that calm is not a distant shore, but something more. It's in the way the daylight fades without parades, and how the darker hues appear without a fear. Evening air won't try to stay or drift away, it simply passes through the room in quiet bloom. And as it does, I feel the same without a name, a softer pulse beneath the noise of former choice. Evening air, steady and clear, keeps me here where nothing sharp can interfere with what is near.
Morning spills in faded gold across the curtains, gently rolled. No sudden light, no sharp surprise, just warmth behind my eyes.
Dust floats slow in quiet beams, drifting through the space between
what I was and what I'll be in small degrees of clarity. I let the kettle softly sing, hear the quiet it can bring, simple sounds that fill the room without demanding bloom. The clock moves on but not too loud, not chasing after any crowd. Each second lands with softened weight, arriving not too late. I used to wake with racing thoughts, a list of things and tangled knots. Now I start with open air, nothing heavy there. Faded gold along the wall, stretching shadows long and tall, like time itself has slowed its pace to match this tender space. No headlines calling out my name, no pressure dressed as hidden blame, just the hum beneath the floor and nothing more. The city breeze beyond the glass, cars and trains continue past, but here inside this gentle tone, I'm steady on my own. Warm chords fall in even lines, looping through familiar signs, not too bright and not too dim, just slide along the rim of every thought that tries to rise. I watch it form and neutralize, no need to fix or rearrange, no urge to overchange. There's comfort in a muted hue, in not demanding something new, in letting repetition stay and carry me away. Faded gold upon my skin, soft reminder from within that calm is not a distant place, it's here in simple grace. I breathe in once and let it go, feel the steady undertow, not pulling down but guiding slow, like something I already know. Even if the day grows loud or hides behind a cloud, I'll hold this early quiet light as anchor in the night, because it doesn't ask for more, it doesn't keep a score, it only rests along the line between the yours and mine. Faded gold before the noon, gone too late or gone too soon, still it leaves a trace behind, a steadier design. And in that trace I choose to stay, not rushing through the day, just moving at a softer speed with only what I need. No sudden shift, no sharp control, just gentle warmth around my soul, in every breath and every fold of morning washed in faded gold. Faint echo down the hall, barely there at all, like a memory of a sound that never hit the ground. Footsteps soft against the floor, not like before when everything was loud and wide, with nowhere left to hide. Faint echo in the air, floating everywhere, not demanding to be heard, not shaping every word. Warm chords rising slow and low, with undertow, pulling gently at my sleeve, but letting me believe. I used to fill the empty room with heavy bloom of restless noise and hurried tone,
pain, like quiet rain marking time without a race or frantic chase. Faint echo, soft and near, clear, reminding me that calm can live in what we give, not in volume, fire or higher desire, but in the space between the notes where silence floats. Faint echo will dissolve by dawn, be gone, yet in its gentle undertone I'm not alone. It leaves a subtle steady trace across the space that lingers long enough to know the quiet flow.
Gray bloom across the sky, not asking why. The colors fade from gold to stone in quiet tone. Morning not yet fully bright, nor fully night, suspended in between, soft and unseen. Gray bloom resting on the street under my feet, pavement cool against the day that slips away. Warm chords steady in my chest, I rest, not rising high or falling low, just steady flow. I used to chase the brighter hue across the blue, thinking only vivid flame could stake a claim, but gray has depth I never knew, layered through with subtle lines and hidden light that isn't bright. Gray bloom drifting through the air, everywhere, like breath that lingers soft and thin upon the skin. Soft bass moving under beat, incomplete yet strong enough to let me stay inside the gray. Cars move slow in distant lanes through window panes, their lights reflected dull and low in muted glow. Gray bloom doesn't need to shine or redefine what morning means or night implies before sunrise. It simply rests across the line between design of what was loud and what is still beneath the hill. If tomorrow bursts with speed, a sharper need, I remember how this tone felt like home. Gray bloom on the edge of light, holding tight to nothing yet to everything. In silent ring, warm air drifting through the room, without perfume of urgency or demand to understand. Gray bloom fading into day, but in its way behind a softer side of what is right. No sudden shift, no blazing fire or high desire, just balanced breath and even hue carrying through. Gray bloom quiet in the sky, won't deny that calm can live in subtle shade, bloom will disappear by noon. Too soon, but in its quiet silver thread, it stays instead. Inside the rhythm of my chest, at rest, a slower pace, a gentler view of something true.
The streetlight flickers on the corner of my mind. Evening settles slow like dust on window blinds. I let the silence sit between the lines and watch the city breathing under fading suns. There's something calm about the way it fades, like every shadow knows the shape it makes. I don't need fireworks across the sky, just this blue hour passing by. Coffee's gone cold, but I don't mind. Time feels softer when you're not chasing time. Every sound is wrapped in velvet air, like the world forgot it had to care. I used to run when the sun went down, filling the quiet with a different sound. Now I let the quiet stay, it says more than words could say. This is where the noise dissolves, when nothing needs to be resolved. No bright lights, no crowded room, just gentle echoes in the gloom. The rhythm of my heart slows down, matches the hum of this sleepy town. Breathing in the twilight tone, finally feeling less alone. There's comfort in a simple chord, in not demanding something more, in letting moments stay undone, like fading colors after sun. If tomorrow comes too fast, I'll remember how this evening passed, soft and slow without a fight, wrapped inside this quiet light. No one calling out my name, no one asking me to change, just the steady pulse of now, and the space to disallow all the rush I used to chase. All the lines I had to face, they blur into a gentle hue, a sky of gray and tender blue. The night won't ask for who I am, won't measure what I understand. It only holds me as I stay, breathing through the end of day. And maybe that is all I need, a softer pace, a slower speed, to find myself between the lines of streetlight glow and distant signs. The blue hour doesn't try, it doesn't force or amplify, it simply stays and lets me be exactly where I'm meant to be. Late glow resting on the walls as the evening softly falls, colors shifting into gray. At the edge of day,
The sky holds on to fading light, not ready for the night, like it's learning how to stay before it slips away. I watch the outlines blur and bend, where horizon meets the end of something bright and something new, blending into blue. Lake glow doesn't rush to leave, it lingers. I believe in corners where the daylight stood and did what daylight could. There's no applause for what it's done, no praise for setting sun, just quiet change across the air, unnoticed everywhere. The room grows calm without a sound, like gravity has found a softer way to hold the floor than it had before. Warm chords echo low and wide, like an incoming tide, but gentle, never breaking through, just carrying me too. I used to fear the coming dark, like losing some small spark, but now I see the subtle art of endings playing part. Late glow teaches me release without demanding peace. It doesn't fight the fallen shade or try to renegade. Each second drifts in even time, like a steady line. No jagged edge, no sudden drop, no urgent stop. The city lights begin to show in quiet row by row, replacing sun with softer hue of silver blue. And in that shift I feel the same, not different, not to blame, just moving with a steady pace through open space. Late glow fading from the sky without goodbye, leaving warmth upon my skin where calm begins. If tomorrow brings its speed and louder need, I'll hold this memory of slow, this quiet glow, because it doesn't need to last to shape the past. It only needs a single frame to stay the same. Lake glow resting on the line between your world and mine, teaching me in silent tone how to stand alone. Not alone in empty air, but alone without despair, held by something soft and low that doesn't need to show. Lake glow, gentle and sincere, whispers in my ear that endings don't erase the light, they just turn down the bright. And in that dim and steady hue I find something true, a slower breath, a calmer flow inside the lake glow.
Low sun resting on the edge of buildings drawn in quiet ledge. Lights spill slow across the floor, like it's been here before. Curtains sway in amber air, shadows stretch without a care. Nothing urgent in the room, only soft and tender gloom. I sit beside the window frame, watching colors lose their name, gold dissolving into gray at the close of day. There's no need to hold it still, even light bends to its will. Fading doesn't mean it's gone, it only moves along. Low sun leaning on the sky, teaching me to let things lie, not to chase what slips away, but breathe and let it stay. Coffee cup beside my hand, cool the space or keep a steady face. The evening doesn't ask for more than what I'm living for. Low sun brushing past my eyes, softening the skies, turning noise to subtle tone until I'm on my own. Not alone in empty air, but alone without despair. There's a difference I can feel, something quiet, something real. Warm chords circle back again, like a calm refrain. Nothing rising, nothing falls, just breathing walls. If tomorrow comes too fast or brings back what has passed, I'll remember how it felt when everything just knelt. Too soft to shades and lighter sound. Peace without a crown, low sun drifting down the line, leaving calm behind. And as it sinks beyond the view, it leaves a trace of hue, a steady warmth beneath my skin, where quiet things begin. Low sun doesn't try to shine, it simply takes its time in that patient fading light. Everything feels right.
Little sky above the town, colors settling down, from brighter shades to softened blue, into something true. Clouds drift slow without a sound, nowhere bound, carrying the fading light into the night. Hidden sky across my mind, gentle and kind, not demanding clearer lines or sharper signs. And warm chords circle back again, like a friend who never speaks too loud or long, but stays in song. I lean against the cooling air, without a care for what tomorrow plans to be or asks of me. That the sky doesn't insist or resist, it simply shifts from gold to gray, then slips away. I used to watch the sunset burn, waiting for a turn of brighter hues and deeper flame to stake its claim. Now I see the quieter tone as something grown from patience and from letting go of what I know. Soft bass rolling under breath, not about to step into extremes of high or low, just steady flow. Such a sky above the street, incomplete, yet full enough to make me stay inside the day. Streetlights flicker one by one, after sun taking over from the light, without a fight. If tomorrow breaks too fast, with
to slow my pace and give it space. No sharp edge to catch my sleeve or make me leave. Just open air and softer hue to wander through. If the sky across my chest brings me rest, not because it changes things, but because it sings in lower keys and measured tone of being alone without the weight of isolation or expectation. Is it sky will fade by dawn, be gone, but in its quiet silver thread it stays instead inside the rhythm of my breath, beneath the noise that tries to pull me high against the sky. It is sky steady and wide by my side, reminds me calm is always near when I stay here.
Night outlines the city lines in silver signs, drawing edges soft and thin around what's been. Windows lit in scattered rows, like distant glows, floating in the darkened air without a stare. I walk beneath the quiet sky, not asking why the day had to dissolve away or where it lay. Night outline across the ground without a sound, carving shapes in muted tone. I call my own, warm chord steady in my chest, at rest. No rising wave, no sudden fall, just even call. I used to feel the growing shade the darkness made, thinking it would swallow whole my sense of role. But now I see the darker hue as something true, not empty space or hollow frame without a name. Night outline along the street beneath my feet, streetlights casting patient rings around small things. Cars move slow in distant lines, like quiet signs of life that keeps its steady pace. Beyond the space, soft bass rolling under beat, incomplete yet full enough to let me stay inside the gray. If tomorrow asks for speed or louder need, I'll carry this subdued design across the line. Night outline won't try to hide or take a side, it simply shapes the world in low
draw the day in softer lines, erase the sharp divided signs, let every edge begin to fade into a lighter shade. Morning doesn't rush the sky, it stretches slow and open wide, like it knows there's time enough for gentle, quiet stuff. I used to press against the frame, trying hard to stake a claim on every second passing through. Now I let it blur like dew on the clouds of yesterday, melting quietly away. Nothing held too tight or long, nothing forced or wrong. The air is thin with open space, no heavy weight to chase, just breathing in a measured tone that feels like coming home. There's no need to raise my voice or address each thought with choice. Some truths arrive without a sound, and still they wrap around like sunlight through a linen bind, soft across the mind, tracing patterns on the wall that rise and gently fall. I don't need a perfect plan or proof. I understand where all these winding roads may bend, or where they truly end. I only need this subtle hue of quiet pulling through the cracks between the busy hours, will grow a fragile flowers. Soft lines across the day, soft lines across the day, leading me some other way, not away from who I am, but closer to the calm. No silences and empty air, but something I can't wear, like comfort stitched in simple seams or half-remembered dreams. If evening comes too soon or hides behind the moon, I'll still hold on to this design of gently drifting lines. No sudden turn, no loud goodbye, just steady grift beneath the sky, and space enough to simply be unrushed, unwound and free.
Quiet room holding the air, like it knows that I am there. No sudden sound to rearrange what doesn't need to change. Curtains barely move at all, light resting on the wall, in pale and steady lines across the quiet signs. I close the door without a sound, let the world spin around, somewhere far beyond this space, at its faster pace. Quiet room beneath my skin, where thoughts begin, but never rise too high or ask me why. Warm chords settle in my chest, like something blessed. Not dramatic, not intense, just common sense. I used to fill the empty space with noise I couldn't face, music loud enough to drown the weight that pulled me down. But now I let the silence speak, soft and meek. It doesn't shout or criticize,
floor in steady form before a storm that never comes to break the frame or stake a claim. Quiet room where time is slow and currents flow underneath the surface, calm like open palm, holding nothing tight or hard, dropping guard, not chasing after what might be or what could flee. The air feels thick with softened tone, yet not alone. There's warmth inside the muted hue of something true. If the night decides to stay or drift away, it won't disturb the gentle light that fills the sight. Inside my mind, where I can find a steadier and softer way to meet the day. Not running from the louder world or tightly curled, but choosing where my breath will land and where I stand. Warm bass rolling under slow like undertow, but calm enough to never pull or make me full of anything I cannot hold or overfold into shapes that twist too tight against the night. Quiet room, steady and low, teaches me to know that peace is not a distant sound, but something found in simple chords and even air, in there without a need to overprove or sharply move. Quiet room will stay the same without a name, and in its calm I learn to be unrushed and free. Windows down, the city's low, street signs blurring, amber glow, no destination on the map, just steady hands upon my lap. Engine hums a quiet tone, like it understands alone that I don't need a place to be, just this open road with me. Traffic lights and patient roads, teaching me to take it slow. Every red a gentle sign to let the moment realize. I used to race against the night, counting miles by fading light. Now I measure time by breath and not by what is left. Radio plays a simple song, nothing loud, nothing wrong, just a rhythm soft and wide, like the tide against the tide. Every thought that weighed me down loses shape outside this town. Highways stretch like silver lines, carving space between the signs. shelter from the rain. I only need this quiet pace. Wind against my face, haze. There's beauty in the in-between, and things that aren't fully seen, and passing lights that come and go, teaching me what I don't know. I don't chase the setting sun, don't pretend the day's undone, and I let it fade behind the hills like water moving still. Speedometer stays calm, heart steady in my palm. The world can spin without my say, I'm just driving through the gray. Every mile feels the same, but not in some forgotten way. It's repetition like a beat, soft and endlessly complete. If tomorrow brings the noise or heavier employ, I remember how it felt when nothing had to melt into pressure, into strain, into something hard to name. Tonight is just this steady glide, nothing to prove, nowhere to hide. Slow drive under muted skies, no dramatic goodbyes, just tires on a quiet street, and calm in every heartbeat. Still water holds the sky without asking why. Clouds reflected clear and wide on its quiet side. I stand close but do not break the surface with a wake, learning how to let it be undisturbed and free. Every ripple starts from small, a breath, a step, a fall. Calm returns without a sound, smoothing out the ground. Still water in my chest, settling at rest after all the waves I made and choices that I weighed. I don't need a storm tonight or sudden beams of light, just steady depth beneath my feet, measured and complete. The trees lean in and look like lines inside a book, drawn across a mirrored page, unfolding age to age. Nothing shouting for my ear, nothing sharp or severe, only air that moves in slow rhythms I can know. I used to stir the quiet deep, promises I couldn't keep, chasing motion for its own, afraid of being still alone. But stillness has a pulse, a subtle hidden force. It doesn't drag or push away, it simply lets me stay. Warm chords circling the same, like a gentle flame, not burning bright or wild, just steady and mild. If a thought begins to rise like wind across the skies, I let it pass without a fight, fade into the night. Still water shows the truth in softened proof that clarity is not a shout, but what remains without the need to turn the world around or stand on higher ground. Depth is quiet, wide and slow, like undertow below. And when the day begins to end, I won't need to defend what I kept and what I lost, or count the cost. Still water in my sight, holding fading light reminds me I can do the same without a name. Just breathing in and breathing out, letting go of doubt, not reaching for a distant shore or something more. Still water doesn't run, it waits beneath the sun, and in its patient silver hue I find something true. No sudden wave, no urgent call, just balance overall. And in that calm I understand I'm steady where I